What is up? Welcome to episode 68 of The Rundown. I am Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development. Not sure if Duncan will be on to join me right away, but we are waiting for him to jump on and co host the show tonight. Chris Cousins will be back next week um, as well. But lots to talk about on the show tonight. We got recap of 2A playoff games. We have a preview of the 2A semifinals coming up this week in Toledo, and we have a preview of the 3A championship game between the Detroit Ravens and the Motor City Rams. But more importantly, we have the third annual The Rundown Award Show, so you won't want to miss that. Stay tuned for all that and more. You're watching episode 68 of The Rundown. We'll be right back. And welcome back to episode 68. I am Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development. Let's talk about some recaps of games that we had last week in the first round of the 2A playoffs. We had the Great Lakes Giants versus the Lima Warriors. Great Lakes pulled out the victory 14-6 on that one. And then you have the Capital City Bandits versus the Flint Fury. These are both games in Lansing and doubleheaders. So 2 games to the price of 1. Capital City Bandits beat the Flint Fury 20-6. They will advance along with the Great Lakes Giants. Taking a look at this week's playoff picture, you have the number 1 seeded team and the number 1 2A team in the country right now, and none other the Glass City Tigers taking on the Great Lakes Giants. And you have the number 2 seeded team in the PFA 2A, Flag City Fams versus the Capital City Bandits, who are number 3. So you have 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. Both of these games take place. You probably couldn't hear anything I was saying. Both of these games take place on Saturday in Toledo. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. for the first game, 7 p.m. for the second game in Toledo, Ohio. 2 games, 4 teams with championship dreams. Catch it all. Tune in live on Facebook. They will be streamed, or show up to the game. Support your team if you have one. If not, just support some good football playing. So that being said, the 3A championship game will take place this Saturday as well in Detroit, Michigan. At 6 p.m. is the kickoff, and you have the 2 3A teams, the Detroit Ravens, number 1 team in the country, versus the Motor City Rams. Definitely a top 5. I'm not sure what they're ranked right now, but I wouldn't imagine they'd be any lower than 5 or any higher than 5, outside the 5 anyways. But definitely going to be a great game. Um, it's basically a flashback of a couple weeks ago when they played each other. Will the Rams come out this time and be victorious? Will they get another championship 2 out of the 3 years, or will it be the Ravens 2 out of 3 years? We will see Saturday as it all kicks off. This is the graphic made by the Ravens, so black out the stands, wear black, be loud, be Raven, or you can orange out the stands on the other side if you'd like and represent the Rams. But other than nonetheless, represent your teams, get out there and support some good football playing. Hope everybody is having a great night. Happy Wednesday to you. We are halfway through the week, and looks like you're going to be stuck with me the whole show. I promise I will rip the Band-Aid off quick. But that is a preview of our 2A games, a recap of our 2A games from last week, and a preview of the championship game. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I'm by myself. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to take another quick commercial, and we'll be right back, and we're going to kick off the awards as soon as we get back from this commercial. So everybody stay tuned. If you're watching, chime in the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what team you're representing. Get the chat popping for me, guys. Come on. Let's share that stream, and let's get some views going so we can get this chat going. We'll be right back after this. Got to pay some bills. What is up, Mr. Duncan? How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm in this big. What's up?
Oh, okay. Well, since you're on now, let's not bore everybody to death from just listening to me talk, but let's jump right back into this recap we have going here. Great Lakes Giants versus Lima Warriors. Dunk. This was probably a closer game than most people would have thought. Lima just couldn't pull it out and stay on top and get that victory. So they go home for the season, and the Giants advance to take on the next number one seeded team in the league and the country, the Glass City Tigers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I was told, I don't know how true it was, but Lyman just didn't show up. They showed up with maybe like 18 players altogether. I know that they had a few coaches quit. They only had like 2 coaches. So like
Man,
unfortunately, they kind of went in there shorthanded for real. And you can't you can't do that in no game, in no type of game. Yeah, the chances of you winning drop substantially, but you still have a chance. But I think in this case, they wasn't able to pull it off. You know what I mean?
right. And it is like I said, they've had a rough season, so
Jay
with
Sean
coaches
said they had
quitting.
25 to 30. Okay, well,
Oh, okay.
maybe that come down to coaching then. You know what I mean? And no knock to the Great Lakes Giants though. They showed up and they balled. You feel me? They was able to pull out the win. So I don't want to take away from nobody by saying that either though.
No, for sure. Next game up, we had the Cap City Bandits and the Flint Fury. this team, these two teams met in the regular season, and Cap City came out with a 6-3 victory, I believe it was, earlier in the season. So this was kind of a rematch of that, and the question was Flint's had a rough year, just like some of the other franchises in the PFA. Injuries, commitment level. So the question was that were we going to get that same type of play from? Not that they don't play hard, and they played hard all season. But the Cap City Bandits showed some grit and came out with a 20-6 victory.
Yeah, I think people got to give more credit to Mac and them over there, man, because he only in his second year. You're
Yeah,
talking about second year franchise. Uh, then went to a league championship, was a league runner up, went to the NBSC, was an NBSC runner up. And let's be real, he's the only team in Lansing, Michigan. So he has room to grow. This is only year two. And in year two, though, he's played, mind you, last year he played the Motor City Rams. He played the Motor City Rams again. He played the
played the
Detroit
Ravens,
Ravens. He
played
played
Glass.
the Flag City Phantoms. Like he's not shying. That team is not shying from any type of competition
Oh
whatsoever.
no, no.
So even with them being, I think currently with their 5-5, that's
It'll
a
be 6 and
strong.
5
That's
total
a
because but 5 and 5
yeah.
during the
Well,
season.
6-5 overall, but that's like don't sleep on the Bandits, man.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Like you said, they have played the Rams this year. They played the Rams last year. They had a game scheduled for the Cleveland Cobras, and the Ravens needed a game. The guys, Mac told me the guys said, "Nope, let's go. We want to play the Ravens. We're not scared. We're not. We want to play them." So they went to Detroit, lost, but they still showed up and took the game like many other teams denied and refused to take. So that alone, in my book, is hats off to them 1,000 times just for that. But
But even bigger than that, though, they learned something. Like they played the number one team in the nation, and they learned a lot. You
definitely
get what I'm saying? Like, and I think people have to understand it's bigger than just winning games. Like, you have to also learn from games, right? Like, if you playing nobodies and some bums, are you really learning? Or are you just kind of like fortifying what you think you already know? You get what I'm
right.
saying? And now when you play competition and it's gonna look a little scary for you. You feel me?
Dave, definitely. I haven't seen him play, but I'm gonna probably catch him. Either the championship game or that bowl game coming up. So definitely looking forward to seeing that. But definitely was a good set of games, both at the same field. So it was a doubleheader in Lansing. So two great games, the price of one, I guess you would say. But on
Yeah.
to the next round of the playoffs, Dunk. Here's where it
Mm.
stands. You got the number one Glass City Tigers against the number four Great Lakes Giants, and then you have the number two Flag City versus the Cap City Bandits, which is another rematch from the regular season. So definitely going to be an interesting game and anybody's game to win on any given Saturday. So, but I'm picking Glass City and the Cap Bandits to be in the championship game and myself. So, um, but to any of these teams, it'd be a great matchup. Whoever wins. So,
I mean, ultimately, you got to look at these matchups, right? Like Glass City versus the Giants, great match. Flag City versus the Bandits, amazing man. This would be their third meeting,
right.
third.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like I'm sorry, Flag City was a few plays away from possibly losing those games. Like the Bandits are the real deal, bro. I think people kind of don't understand that. Glass City, yeah, we could talk all. They've been 3A their whole 10 years, except for this year. You know what I'm saying? They should be really they should be like still in 3A or whatever the case may be. I think people don't understand what it is to run a business though, right?
Right.
In business, sometimes you gotta. drop things down, dumb things down, get back on course, and then boom, we can go back up to that aspect, right? Like
Right.
everybody wants to have an opinion, but no one has never ran a business a day in their life.
Nope.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
I had somebody say, and this is a person whose mouth is just constantly talking. He's constantly talking, right? And he say, "Oh, if you win all your games, you win your league, you should go to Florida." Wrong, wrong. Because
Once
there's
again,
people
they don't
who,
understand.
yeah, bro. And I hate when people talk that really don't know what they talking about. You really not deep diving into this. You're not really a part of this. Like I'm a part of this, right? So like, if you think it's just, oh, you just win your league, you just win your games, you just go to Florida, you're a fool, right?
Then everybody would be going
Because
to Florida. Florida wouldn't be Florida if everybody could do that. You know what
if
I'm saying?
everybody could go to Florida just based off that, bro, that would not actually give Florida any validation. And
There
I
wouldn't
get
be
it.
enough fields to fill all the teams and the games that they needed.
And there's been times where Florida has invited people or had to sacrifice or had to do certain things because either a team maybe declined and they went down the list, next team declined, went down the list, or they did a tournament, right? And in that tournament, they invited some teams that was willing to play in that tournament. They won. Okay, cool. Fair enough, right? But when it comes to this, like, I'm gonna be real. When it comes to this, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't think nobody can challenge my knowledge, my understanding when it comes to this level of football. I'm
Definitely
too
not.
in depth. I'm too understanding. I'm too involved. I hold too many titles, too many chairs, too many positions. For somebody to come and tell me anything, especially when the first thing come out of your mouth is, "Oh, I ain't been paying attention this year." Okay, then if you ain't been paying
Just
attention,
shut
then you
up.
need to shut the fuck up.
Definitely
Plain
shut
and
the fuck up.
simple, bro. As a
Yep.
matter of fact, you should shut the fuck up just in general, especially holding a coach title. As a coach, bro, you need to hold yourself to a higher caliber. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. As far as these matchups, I love them and I will be there.
Sure. On to the 3A championship, Dunk. Can't really say much. There was only 3 teams in 3A this year, and if I would have had to pick at the beginning of the year, which I did, I would have picked these 2 teams in the championship because there's only 3. So, but again, this is a big matchup. It's always been a big matchup between these 2 teams. Um, sort of a rivalry game. I would say it is. Some people may not. I don't know, but definitely a game that everybody's going to turn out for. I will be there. I may be even on the broadcast booth. I don't know yet. Still working that out, but I'm excited for this game, man. The Ravens won it last year. The Rams won it the first year they were here. So it's like a rubber match. Who's going to win it this year? It could be Detroit Ravens versus Motor City Rams 3 or 2 or whatever it is. But um, oh, my kid's trying to get into predictions. He says the Ravens are winning 38-24. All right, Drew. If the Ravens lose, I'm gonna send them all after you. Give them your address and everything.
All
No,
right.
I wouldn't do that to you, buddy. I love you, son.
So let me say this real quick. Because you got people who will say, you know, oh, it's only three 3A teams. Okay, what do you want people to do when no one wants to even rise to the occasion? I can't even feel a simple football game. I
Right.
can say I got 2 dates and nobody wants to feel it, whether it's travel, whether it's home, right?
It's all crickets once you when you ask about to fill a game. It's all crickets, and then when the game comes, it's all everybody running their mouths that didn't want to play the game.
Name a league, name a league with 2 Power 5 franchises in the nation under the same roof. Name one.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
Exactly.
I don't care if you beating up on scrubs. I don't care if you got an undefeated season. I don't care if you playing a champ versus champ. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that name a league that has two Power Five teams in the nation under one roof where they play each other in a regular season game. Like we ain't gotta wait for nationals to have good games.
Yeah.
That's the difference that y'all not understanding about the Midwest. We don't have to wait until Florida or DC or Indianapolis to put something together, man. Y'all don't even play the top teams in your region in a regular season game.
Right.
Like, okay, 3A was low for us this year. So what? We made something happen. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, these teams could have went to other leagues and did this and did that. They chose to stay.
Yeah.
They chose to stay, bro. Like, this is a great matchup. Great, right? 2 years ago, Ravens versus Rams. Last year, Ravens versus the Racing Raiders. This year, Ravens versus Rams.
Couldn't ask for
What
better
y'all?
teams, better coaches, better, better. I mean, it checks off all the box of a game that you would want to go pay $10 to get into and watch. And mind you, regular season playoffs are different, but the Ravens had a big substantial lead, and the Rams almost came back and beat them. So if it's exciting like that game was, this game is going to be topping that because it's playoffs, it's championship game. So
Yeah, it is what it is, man. And I salute both of these teams and I want people to realize, even with having 3A teams, we still only played, we still played 10 different teams. Granted, you got a couple forfeits in there, right?
granted, you had to
We
play a
still
couple
talking
two
about
eight teams.
10, still 10 different teams. I know some of y'all playing the same team. Some of y'all playing 4 and 3 brand new teams.
Yeah,
Brand new out the
and multiple
box.
times in a season, same team,
Come on, man.
multiple times.
Come on, man. We ain't gonna do that, bro.
But
Who cares if there ain't no playoffs? All right, we don't got no playoffs. So what? The two best teams are in the championship like it should be.
it would have been that way anyways. So I mean, granted, we didn't have a semifinals between the 2 and the 3 seed, but hey, that's not our fault.
That's the way it
It's
is.
the way it goes.
You make do with what you can.
Shit happens during the season, and not everything finishes the way we plan it. So, but definitely come out this Saturday at Southfield A&T High School in Detroit or Southfield, Michigan. I call it Detroit, Michigan, but 6 p.m. is the kickoff Saturday, July 25th. The PFA 3A championship game. Detroit Ravens versus the Motor City Rams. Like Dunk said, top 5 teams, 2 of the top 5 teams in the country, hands down. No debate about it. Top 2 teams, and I would say the Rams are probably in at least ranked. I don't know what they're ranked right now. Are they ranked in the top 5? Right? Are they higher than 5 or lower than 5?
Right now they're at 7, but they definitely just what I know, they definitely are top 5. So I'm gonna call them top 5.
Christopher, we already talked about the 2A playoffs. I kind of ran through it quicker because we got awards to go through. So you got the Glass City Tigers and the Giants, and then you got FCP and the Bandits all playing in Toledo Saturday this week as well. Kickoffs at 4 p.m. for the first game, 7 for the second game. And the winner of those 2 games will go to the 2A championship the following week. No, is it the following week?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2
The
weeks.
8th,
So
August
there's a
8th.
week off, and then on the 8th of August, the 2A championship game will be wherever the host team, the top seeded team who wins, will host the game. So, and then the 2 teams that lose in the semifinals will also be playing in a bowl game. So, again, another doubleheader and 2 games that you can see in a couple weeks. So, but that's going to be our playoff preview recap for tonight. And I guess we'll just jump right into what I don't know. I've been waiting to get out of the way. Um, Awards, Dunk. It's that time. It's that time of year again. It's going to be fun. But look, I will preface this again. Again, if you do not have stats, talk to your coaches, your stat person. If your stats are wrong and you think they are wrong, talk to your coach, talk to your stat person, and then they could talk to the people that enter the stats for the league, which is me. If you don't have stats for something or your match don't, and that graphic is wrong, I apologize for that. Ravens, that was the wrong graphic I put in there, but I was in a hurry. So, if you don't have stats for something, that's on the stat taker or your whoever takes your stats. But these awards are based strictly off stats. I couldn't name 5 players if I've seen them in person that I know. So I don't know hardly any of the players. So it's not favoritism. It's based strictly off stats. And Dunk knows that. The whole front office knows that. So we try to give you guys a spotlight and make sure you guys know you're appreciated for your jobs well done during the year. So with that being said, first first award of the year is Coach of the Year, Dunk. And what we did this year, since we'd had less teams, we just made it one Coach of the Year award for the whole league. So there wasn't a 3A, there wasn't a 2A. It was just a Coach of the Year. As you see, the nominees are all great nominees. I mean, you got Robert Henderson, the Glass City Tigers. He's number one 2A team in the country right now. Number one offense in the PFA for 2A. Top 5 defense in the PFA for 2A. You got T Sims. Everybody know who T is. Coaches the Ravens. You know, the Ravens, you don't even have to talk about them. You already know when you say their name how good they are. And you got Coach Mack over there at the Cap City Bandits. Second year team, 5-5 record. Don't let that record fool you. Very well coached team. You got Derek Newsom of the Motor City Rams. First year as coach. They're 9-1. He came from playing to coaching, doing a hell of a job. And then you got Mr. Michael Jimenez over there at Flag City. 6-4 record, heading into the playoffs. They got a first round bye. So all 5 of these gentlemen are great candidates, and it's really tough call to make to who would win this award because, like I said, they're all great candidates. But I think this will tell everybody exactly what they need to know. Dunk, Coach of the Year goes to Robert Henderson of the Glass City Tigers. Congratulations, Coach.
Shout out to my boy Ian, man. Congratulations, my boy.
Hollywood Henderson. I don't know if you're watching, sir, but I hope you are. I hope your team told you to watch. I know Monty's in the chat, so if Coach Henderson's not watching, Monty, please let him know that he received that award, please. Next up, Franchise of the Year. Again, another top. I mean, these are all the franchises in the PFA are great, but these are the top 5 that we narrowed down to the Franchise of the Year nominees. So I won't repeat everything that I just said in the first graphic, but again, another hard choice for us to do, and Monty, another party this weekend. And again, we have to go with the Glass City Tigers. I mean, Franchise of the Year. Again, this is the award that we just did one of. We didn't make 2 because of the number of teams we had. So we figured we would, cut those up, make it one for the whole league. And again, congratulations, Glass City Tigers. You guys earned it. Well deserved.
Glass City,
Season's not over. You got some work to finish. So congratulations to you guys.
And listen, man, traveling 11 games on the road, bro, no home field at all. Like, to see that at what, 10-1, and the only losses to the number 1 team in the nation. And you got people texting me talking about something. Who did they play? Man, shut up. Shut up.
If they got to ask you, then they don't know.
You can't even get 40 at home. Shut up. Like, bro, don't
Then
do
I
that,
seen
man.
somebody say You mean to tell me there was no field in Ohio that would rent him a field?
Man, no. Bro, he
Why would
tried.
you
Like,
travel just because you wanted to and not if you had a choice of a home field? Why would you not take the home
nobody
field?
would ever choose to travel every game of the season. Make it make sense. Then you got people talking about some, well, what was these travels like? Like, how far was they? Man, shut the fuck.
Man,
Man,
look,
yo,
again, Dunk.
I can't stand
Comes
people,
back to
man.
what we were talking about a little bit ago. None of these motherfuckers who talk
Man,
shit and ask those dumbass motherfucking questions have ever owned a business, have ever ran a business, couldn't spell
no.
business, let alone
Imagine
understand the
having all them
logistics of
games
travel and versus staying at
and
home.
can't look and can't make no money at a gate, can't make no money on concessions, but steadily dishing out money to travel, bro. He made no money this year, bro.
Footing it all with his own money, I'm sure.
Putting it all with his own
Yeah.
pay, man. But can't get a
Just because
player
we
to
call him Hollywood
spend
Henderson
200.
doesn't mean he wants to spend his Hollywood money. No, just you know what I'm saying? No business owner wants to pay out of pocket and not earn a revenue. And again, for the
Mm,
people in the back that don't understand, yes, this is a business. Like Dunk always says, if you woke up this morning and decided that you wanted to start a football team, a franchise, you better have about $10,000 to waste, right? Isn't that what you always say?
got to.
Minimum 10K. So if you have that in your bank account to invest in a football franchise, then shut up. Next up, let's see what we have here. 2A offensive MVP nominees. Again, and and if they're on this graphic is because their stats showed that they should be on this graphic. What can you say about Chauncey Loman? 98 for 140 and completions, 70% completion rate, 1,700 yards, 18 touchdowns with only one interception, two rushing touchdowns. Jerome Morgan, wide receiver for the Glass City Tigers, 47 receptions, 1,000 yards. No other receiver
Mm,
in the league has 1,000 yards. 3A, 2A,
mm,
no one has 1,000 yards, let alone 12
mm,
touchdowns. Marcellus Hunt, running
mm.
back. Again, pretty close, or no one else has 800 yards rushing in the PFA. You got Mo Maurice Lovett in Flag City, 1,600 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, seven interceptions, 52% completion rate. And you got Malik Mack Sr. over there at Capital City Dunk, 78 for 142, 1,010 yards. So we have four
Lit.
quarterbacks, three or four quarterbacks in the league with 1,000 yards passing. So again, all these guys, great job. If I could give everybody an award, I would, but it's unfortunate we can't. We have to pick one, and that one is hands down Mr. Chauncey Loman, quarterback of the Glass City Tigers.
Hey.
Well deserved. Great,
Way to
great
lock in,
regular season,
Chauncey.
and it's not even done yet. So, I mean, he's got the game
Mm-hmm.
coming up this week, and he's championship game in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations,
Yeah,
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
You have to show up to the 2A.
Talk.
Oh, I will say, is it still they have to come to the 2A championship game to get their awards? Will they be in by then?
I'm gonna check and see.
Okay.
I'm gonna see though. I got
All right.
y'all.
We'll let you
I'm gonna
know
try.
if
I'm
you need
trying
to
to
be
pull
at the
them.
2A
Yeah.
game to get them. And if you can't make it to the
Mm-hmm.
2A game, then I guess you'll just have to wait till next week, next year, and get them when you get them. So don't be crying to people.
Go, Chauncey. Let's go, Chauncey. Yeah, that boy said he playing out of his fucking mind right now.
All
I'm a fan.
right. 2A defensive MVP nominees. Another award that was tough, man. You have Gene Patterson, defensive line, also a two-way player, 55 tackles, 17 sacks, four forced fumbles, one fumble recovery. You have Tevin Redmond, who's the 2A MVP from last year, two-way player as well, 43 tackles, 11 sacks. You have Ethan Missenmore, who was the defensive player of the year last year for Lima, as well as a linebacker of the year. He had 36 tackles, 11 sacks. And Robert McMillan, a safety for the Glass City Tigers, 37 set tackles, 10 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 block. And again, can only give 1 out. So let's see.
Here we go to
Mr. Gene Patterson.
Dang.
And right off the jump, Glass City's got 4 in a row, man. Like I said, all well deserved nominees.
Listen, I'm about to get all the hate. They about to be like, Dunk the problem. Dunk don't like us. Dunk a hater. Let me put this out there. I don't pick who gets the awards, y'all. That is strictly the rundown.
Dunk did not have anything to do with it. Chris and I are the ones that decide and look at the stats and go through the stats. So if you have a problem with it,
GCT on the goddamn road.
Make sure you get your stats turned in. And if your stats are low, then do better.
They gotta finish the mission, man. If they don't finish the mission, this shit don't mean nothing.
This one's kind of a give me. If you have a quarterback that won the MVP for offense, then you have a quarterback that won the quarterback of the year. So Chauncey Loman.
Boy, that boy got 2 of them things. Hey, Chauncey, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. When I see you, it better be nothing but fucking salute, man. What's up, my boy?
That's right, Monty. Tell them that shut up and get better. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. All right, wide receiver of the year, and this is all 2A stuff. We'll have 3A once we get down.
Shout out to Romy Rome too. Rome be balling too, bro. Even if you don't get anywhere, I don't know if you do or not. I'm literally just on here, but shout out to you, my boy. Keep balling.
So 2A wide receiver of the year, you have Jerome Morgan of the Glass City Tigers, Shandon Morris, who was the wide receiver of the year last year for FCP, Charleston Rogers from the Capital City Bandits, and Aaron Shannon of the Flag City Phantoms as well. And the winner is Mr. Jerome Morgan. Man, look, I am not stacking the awards. I swear to God.
I promise you, bro. I don't got nothing to do with this.
If you guys don't believe me, go look at the stats on the website.
I don't got nothing to do with this at all, bro. They about to hate
all
me.
Dunk does is pay for the awards.
All I do is pay for the awards, bro.
All right. And
it's a clean sweep. This big.
All right. 2A running back of the year nominees are Marcellus Hunt from the Glass City Tigers, Kayvon Henderson of the Glass City Tigers, and Tevin Redmond of the Flag City Phantoms.
Goddamn.
Marcellus Hunt. Hey, stats are the Bible, man. Like I said, I couldn't pick Marcellus out of a group of football players if they were standing in front of me. So I know hardly anybody. I know a couple people. That's it. I know Aaron. You can't miss his ugly face. I mean, just kidding, Aaron. We still love you. 2A offensive lineman of the year nominees. Again, offensive line stats were only turned in by a couple of teams. So again, not my fault. I preached it. I mentioned it. And the ones that paid attention and followed directions did what I told them to. And this is why the offensive line of the year goes to the whole Glass City Tigers offensive line.
Monty, what's up, my baby?
And I appreciate Monty because Monty's the one that turned in the stats to me every single week. And he followed directions. He listened to the assignment and got the offensive line. 70 pancakes. I don't know why it says pass block, but it's supposed to be pancakes. No sacks allowed. It said 0 sacks allowed, so I'm hoping Monty was right about that, but
all Dunk's fault.
All Dunk's fault. Hey,
it's all Dunk's
2A linebacker of the year nominees. Josh Greer of the Capital City Bandits, Dominic Skaggs of the Cap City Bandits, Ethan Missamore of the Lima Warriors, Austin Gann of the Flag City Phantoms, and Javon Fears of the Glass City Tigers. And the winner is Ethan Missamore.
All right, Ethan, you get you another dub and put in your belt, my baby. Yeah. Got to lose a little
Congratulations to
weight. Got to
Ethan
lose a
for
little
winning
weight,
that.
but he good. He good. He good.
All right, defensive lineman of the year. Again,
Oh man. Oh man.
Gene Patterson of the Glass City Tigers, Jair Bryant of the Glass City Tigers, Kayvon Henderson, the Glass City Tigers, Mr. Redmond, aka Bill Billingsley, aka who else knows what other names he uses, but I finally put his face with his name. So, and Dallas Dunlap of the Flint Fury. Um, all great nominees. Like I said, this is for Defensive Lineman of the Year in 2A. Stats don't lie. But
Got
if you're the defensive player,
Gene got
if
2 of
you're the
those years.
MVP of defense, then you're going to get the defensive end award or whatever position you are. You can't give it to somebody else, man. You can't.
Man.
You just
Man, this
can't.
about to be. They about to hate me, boy, and they think I did
Nah,
something
they
I
can
had
come
something to
hate
do
me.
with
I don't give
this.
a shit.
I'm
This
about to get dog walked, bro.
man, we're all going to get dog walked because they're going to have some haters bitching and whining because little Johnny didn't get the award. Anyways, 2A DB of the year, we got Charleston Rogers, who's a two-way player in all positions. By the way, we got Vincent Smith at Lima. You got Robert McMillan of Glass City, and you got Javon Walker, also of Cap City. The winner is Mr. Charleston Rogers, C5.
3-5.
Congratulations, well deserved,
3-5.
sir. Well
Mind
deserved.
you, he's only 22 years old.
That's
Just
what Coach
turned
Mack told me.
22. Young 22. Oh, C5 got some room to grow, my baby.
No, Monty, they're saying he's saying that, and yeah, he's
Oh,
basically saying that's why they're going to
no,
hate him.
man, you know they hate me, bro. I don't even be doing nothing to nobody,
You
man.
know they're already going to be
I'm about to be
bashing
on
the league
I'm about to be
anyways.
on every media outlet for no reason.
Oh, did it not?
Oh, it ain't pop up. Oh well, shit.
No. Okay.
Oh
So maybe
shit.
I didn't have
Damn.
the graphics for these because I don't think there was much.
And well, we
Much.
just gonna go through it.
We didn't have enough to fill a nominees page for this one. So kick returner of the year goes to
C5.
C5 as well. That way they can't say we've given them all to GCT.
Somebody tag my boy C5 and say and tag Mac and bring Leak in, bring the whole squad in, man. What's going
Right.
on?
So we'll go ahead and this is the Cap City Bandits part of the show. We'll go ahead and I mean there was no other kicker stats turned in. What can I
Man,
do?
only
16 for
person that
16,
came
and he
in.
kicked a field goal from 30 plus yards. And
Hey,
punter of the year as well, Caleb
oh,
Erskine from the Cap
okay.
City Bandits.
Bandits getting a little run in. They got about
You
3,
know?
4.
All right, now we're on to 3A awards. I know we're kind of moving quick, but you know. So you got Torrance Webster, who's back-to-back MVPs, and you can see why. I mean, you can't argue with his stats. He's over 1,000 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You got Armani Posey, who's a wide receiver. Why did that? Oh, man, fucking ChatGPT. All right, Bradley Mitchell from the Ravens, Kevin Mahone from the Rams, Devin Ashley from the Rams, and Dominic Hanna, Speedy Hanna from the Ravens. And this was a hard one, Dunk, but
yeah, this was tough.
I mean, I had to go with the best stats. So, Torrance, congratulations on another MVP, 3 back-to-back-to-back MVPs. And I'm assuming that this is your retirement. So, add more to the shelf, one more before you leave, and still have a chance to get that championship MVP too. On to the next.
Tab, we know you the shit, bro. You the shit. You won 2 awards last year, bro. It's just stats, bro. We going off stats. That's it. You a dog. Ain't nobody saying you ain't a dog, bro. I don't pick the awards, bro. I'm just here to just be a
I
presence.
picked them. You guys can hate on me. I don't care. It is what look. This season, I'm tired, so I'm not in the mood for shenanigans. So if I cuss you out for hating on me, just don't take offense to it because there's a chance that I might cuss you out. Not really, but defensive MVP nominees are Jordan O'Neal from the Motor City Rams, Cortez Tipton from the Ravens, Takari Johnson from the Rams, Delvin Wells from the Ravens, and Archie Nolan from the Rams, as well as Demetrius Jester. And this was a tough one, man. This was a tough one. But I had to give it to Demetrius Jester because his stats were impressive. Not that none of them were all impressive, but it was really came down to one or two things that So money, be nice, Tevin.
Aaron, don't do that. Don't do that, Aaron.
Hey, he didn't have whatever he had. It wasn't enough to win the award, man. We already talked about the stats. Your stat keeper fucked those up at the beginning of the season. I can't help that, man.
The stats are supposed to be turned in after every game, not at the end of the season where you can manipulate.
Yeah. Week 10 is the final week of the games, and if you come to me and say, "Oh, these stats they're missing this stat, that stat," I can't fix them, and then change the rules of how stats work and the deadlines and all that. So I already gave you guys an extension on the deadline to get them in. I shouldn't have. But anyways, quarterback of the year obviously goes to Torrance because he was the MVP. So have to give that. Takari, who won MVP for which one? 2A? It was Chauncey Loman for offense and Gene Patterson for defense. And for 3A, it was Torrance Webster for offense and Demetrius Jester for defense. 3A running back of the year. And again, there was only 2 teams in 3A, people. I can only find so many people with.
I mean, it was 3. It was 3. But if you don't turn in your stats every week, what can we do?
Again, all great candidates, nominees. So there's no knocking that. And the winner for running back 3 of the year is going to go to Bradley Mitchell of the Detroit Ravens. Wide receiver of the year.
Player 1. Shout out to player 1. Tag player 1 if y'all can. Tag player 1. Social media phenom.
3A wide receiver of the year, Dominic Hanna, Devin Ashley, Quez Hall, and Curtis Allen. The winner of that goes to Devin Ashley of the Motor City Rams. Congratulations. 731 yards receiving, 31 receptions, 11 touchdowns. I don't want to say the 11 touchdowns was like half of what the quarterback, or more than half of what the quarterback threw. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive to have.
And just to be fair, the Rams would have a lot more stats if motherfuckers would just play the football games. Black City didn't play a game, and the Surge didn't play a game. So unfortunately, that hurt them.
That's true. Linebacker of the year for 3A, Jordan O'Neal from the Rams, Devon Wells from the Ravens, Derek Hollis of the Ravens, DeMonte Maddox of the Ravens. And the winner is Jordan O'Neal, Motor City Rams.
Shout out to Mr. O'Neal, man.
3A kick return of the year. Again, there was only I had to fill the board with what I could find. We have Dominic Hanna, 4 kick returns, 217 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mind you, 4 kick return touchdowns and a punt return touchdown. You had Davion Haynes, 5 kick returns, 174 yards for the Motor City Rams. And you have Demetrius Jester Jr., 2 kick returns, 121 yards with 2 touchdowns, and 5 punt returns with the touchdown. Like I said, all great. Not a lot of kick return stats this year, so had to go with what we had. And that's going to go to Speedy from the Detroit Ravens. Congratulations. On to the kicker of the year. I mean, there was really no other kicking stats other than Detroit Ravens. Mr. Shavers, mind you, is the defending 3A kicker of the year. And he was 22 for 23 with 2 for 2 from field goals. So the theme this year, Dunk, was not a lot of kickers were used to kick field goals, just extra points. So,
Hey, stats are stats.
let's see, what am I missing? Defensive lineman of the year. Did I already do that one? No. Defensive lineman of the year nominees are Cortez Tipton of the Ravens, Takari Johnson of the Rams, TJ Jackson of the Ravens, and Mike Brees of the Rams. The winner is Takari Johnson of the Motor City Rams. 42 tackles.
Damn, bro.
Sacks.
He won again. Oh my god. Now we about to hear Takari mouth. He about to be trolling. He about to be talking crazy. He gonna be bad mouthing us on the same man, asking where his award at. Lord have mercy. I got to deal with
we'll tell him right now, if he wants his award this year, he has to go to the 2A game, the championship game. He'll have to wait till next year. So
damn.
I know. I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't help it, boss. I All right, I think this is close to. This is the last award that we have, and it's a 2A player of the year, and it's league wide. It's not specific to any 2A, 3A. Those are all the 2A players that I could find with stats. We had Tevin Redmond of the Flag City Phantoms. We have Malik Mack Sr. of the Cap City Bandits. We have Charleston Rogers. Morris Dennis. Who's Dennis Morris? Morris Dennis. I don't know who that is. Dominic Hanna of the Ravens. Amon Haynes of the Glass City Tigers. Kevon Harrison of the Glass City Tigers. And Marcellus Hunt of the Glass City Tigers. And the winner goes to Charleston Rogers. 2A player of the year, Mr. C5. You can look at his stats, all great stats. It's definitely another hard one to choose. We had to look at the stats really, really hard and just see what canceled out and what didn't cancel out. And Charleston Rogers had the stuff that didn't cancel out.
Man, who the hell is Morris Dennis?
I have no idea. Some white guy. I don't know. Probably a football player just using a different profile pic, as they always do. Oh, stop, Ethan. Stop,
Ethan, stop that,
the
bro.
Flag City's ball sack.
Stop that, bro.
I'm so sick of.
Stop that, bro.
Man, you're my boy, dude, but come on, dude. Y'all, I didn't rob nobody.
No, Takari, we got beef, bro. We got beef, bro. You don't really fuck with us.
Oh, that's you? Man, you can't put some old white guy as your profile picture.
And we got beef, Takari. When I see you, we gonna chop, dog. We got smoke, man.
On the feds. Hey, Bill, you know that we didn't BS your stats. We didn't, but I don't hate that you have love for your boys, but you're on their dicks every fucking week. And it's looking a little gay, dude. I'm sorry.
Hey, why we can't congratulate people for being decent, bro, and being good? Like, mind you, bro, I got a plunge of players on Flag City that did not play not a single registration fee. We don't want to talk about the facts, right? Y'all want awards, but ain't pay no $20 fee. That's another thing we can talk about. I'm coming out of my own pocket for everything, so we not about to do that, bro. We ain't gonna do that. Cause I go down the line. You feel me? Everybody want, but don't want to give shit.
Everybody thinks that they got dissed or BS'd on their awards. Go on the website. Look at the stats. Yeah, Monty, they done pissed me off.
And
I
truthfully,
told them
y'all
I wanted
about to
them.
make me take these awards away in a minute for real, because all y'all
You
do is
guys have
bicker
no
and
idea
argue, bro.
how hard I advocate for Dunk to pay for these awards to give them out to. Yeah, but you didn't, Ethan. You didn't say anything about the person that won, but you're like, oh, you guys robbed them. You guys robbed them, dude. Look at
Listen,
the
man.
stats.
Y'all
Look at
don't
the
know how
stats.
much work go behind the scenes. And you know what? Maybe it ain't meant for you to know for real. You feel me? But stop feeling entitled, man. Like, I be busting my ass, man. Like, for real. Like, y'all really have no idea, but the same people talking, y'all ain't out there speaking positively or going to bat. You feel me? The minute something don't go your way, y'all want to slander and down talk and talk sideways. Like, let's big up these athletes, bro. Let's big up your peers, man. You feel me? Y'all be tripping, man. That's that emotional shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, yeah, Takara, you're right. You're right. It just aggravates me, and I already warned everybody. I'm this close. I'm a donkey on the edge. I'm about to go off on people. But hey, I digress. Congratulations to all the winners. Much appreciated your hard work during the season, and all the nominees. Congrats to being nominees. Um, hey, Shaggy, I realize that you guys didn't have a legit stat keeper this season, but
See,
I've
like, you
said
know
it
what, Shaggy? I
time and
can
time again.
appreciate that though. I can appreciate a comment where when y'all really look at this, is the PFA the problem or is it your franchise?
Or a person in your franchise. It doesn't mean it's the franchise.
I mean, we
It,
told people in the beginning of the year we have a meeting every February where we say, yo, stats are mandatory. We don't get stats, you don't get no awards. It's gonna be your players that fall out. We say, hey, there's a $20 registration fee that has to be paid by all athletes. You think everybody paying that? No. They only want to pay our team fees. But everybody got their hand out. We not about to do that, bro. When Dunk really coming out his own pocket, no matter if I got it or not. It's the principle though, right? It's called accountability, it's called responsibility. And this ain't even really got nothing to do with it. Cause even if the stats came in and they legit, Dunk gonna pay for the awards because that's just what Dunk do. I'm gonna do what I promise. You get what I'm saying? Even if I gotta come out of my pocket. But in hindsight, though, sometimes we gotta take a look at what's around us versus what's ahead of us. Now look at the PFA. The PFA ain't the problem. PFA ain't the problem. The PFA been doing. I've not made a single promise and not came through for that motherfucker. No matter when I did it, how long it took, blah blah blah. Stop that entitlement shit. You gonna get your award when you get your award. You feel me? Now you know how I feel when your team or your owners or your coaches like, hey, we gotta pay this registration fee, and you like, man, I ain't even got it. But you at McDonald's drive through spending $25, $30 on
Big
McDoubles.
Macs, big doubles, because you got the munchies from smoking all that weed.
Or you didn't hit up the little shorty on the side and took her out to eat on the low low. Like, we ain't about to do that, bro. Like, chill out, bro. Like, y'all know me, man. We not about to do that, bro. We not about to do
Now,
that.
I don't know if people boosted their stats because I get on my interim. That's one thing I don't do is I don't boost the stats. If you come to me mid-season and say, "Hey, I'm supposed to have this many sacks. It's only showing that many," I'll be more than happy to go back and look at what your stat person sent me. Not a
Then
big deal.
also,
Sometimes
let me
do
put
I?
this out there too.
Sometimes. Okay.
I seen somebody say that the PFA need to hire somebody to watch all film.
The fuck.
What? Shaq, you my dog, and you know you got direct access to me. You can contact me, bro. There's no way I could hire somebody to watch every stream every day that is streamed, right?
That's
Because
a that's a
some people delete their streams. Number one. Number two, everybody, even though everybody is mandated to stream, they don't, and I gotta fine them for it, which is a $200 fine to not stream if you do not communicate with me properly, right? So now this is where, as a franchise, you are supposed to hold yourself to a higher standard. If you know these are the rules of the PFA in the beginning of the year, that means that you try your very best to get the proper people in place to complete the task that's asked of you. That's it. Like everything just can't keep falling on the league, bro. It can't. We already doing awards. We got a podcast that y'all barely support. Y'all not on here. Y'all not sharing this motherfucker. You feel me? But y'all will be on every other media outlet commenting and talking shit. But here we are giving you a platform to be seen, to come be a guest, and y'all don't even do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all don't even share the stream. We got 10 teams, 12 teams, 15 teams, whatever, right? Imagine if just 25 people, 10 people to 25 people from each team just tuned in, just tapped in, or just shared it. Like y'all don't even support the league the way that y'all could. Not that y'all should, the way that y'all could. But everybody got their hand out. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta chill, bro. Like, come on, man. Y'all be blowing me, bro. Y'all want, but don't give a motherfucking thing. I got people who can't even host a game or go to a game because the players ain't committed. What? Y'all know how bad that look on Dunk? Y'all don't protect Dunk? No, y'all do what y'all want. So it's wrong if Dunk go doing what he want, right? If I go do what I want to do, I'm wrong, right? I'm held to a higher standard, but not y'all. Make
Right.
it make sense. Oh, he the commissioner. He got to do this. He the commissioner. Blah 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 blah. You a grown ass man. That should not be broke.
Right.
If you broke, it's a problem. If you ain't handling your responsibilities, it's a problem. You're not accountable, it's a problem, bro. I don't care how you feel, care what you gotta say. It is what it is. I ain't made a single promise or told somebody I wasn't gonna do something and not did it. Cause I'm a man, bro.
Right. If I knew you were going to tell us no for the awards, I wouldn't push for the stats to be turned in every week. I know if you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it, and that's why I keep pushing to get these awards. But again, like you said, it's just
Hey man, it is what it is, bro.
it is what it is. We got 2 games left, or 3 games left, or 2 weeks left, and then we could take a break for a while. So that is the award show for tonight. And the recap and previews of all the games coming up and that we had last week. That's true, Monty. That's true. Like,
Monty, you've been in my meetings. You know how, bro. I'm just tired of the hands out with no function, with no real functionality, man. Bro. Y'all ain't really come on, bro. Like, you want everything, but if I be like, shit, shoot me $20 so I can make sure my people good. We make sure we get these awards. We make sure everything cool. Make sure we register on the website. Man, bro, the website alone cost me damn near $1,200 a year. Just the website, bro. Like,
and
so
that's just to
fucking,
pay for it. That's not including the upkeep of it. That is so the all the shit that it looks like may not be the top advanced graphic designer, but I do all that myself. So
yeah, I'm
he
just
don't pay for
tired,
writing
bro.
a website. I help him with all that.
I don't get no
No,
sponsorship,
no
bro.
overall MVP this year, man. So we had less teams, so we cut out the awards to make it easier on us.
Yeah, we cut
So
down on some of the awards because it
MVP
just
for defense, offense for each 3A and one for 2A, and that was it. No
you got
overall.
people that ain't even paying their registration fee. I'm not about to keep coming out my pocket, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm not about to keep coming out of my pocket, bro, when y'all won't even pay a $20 registration fee, bro. So guess what? Y'all don't got no money on. Y'all don't want to help out with the league. Y'all don't want to help push the league. Y'all want to help brand the league. Y'all want to help promote the league for yourself. Guess what? Don't gonna protect yourself. If y'all ain't gonna protect me, I'm gonna protect me. So I'm cutting down on the wars. I'm not about to keep spending all this money for what? For what? Why? Cause I got it? Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not doing all that. Nah,
Well,
bro.
next week they could be pissed at Chris when he drops the All Pro, you know, list. He's responsible for that. He's doing all that, so you guys can hate on him next week instead of Dunk and I. Um, but again, congratulations to all the nominees. Congratulations to all the award winners. You know, it's been a long year, been a lot of crazy shit happening this year, but it's been a good year productive wise, and we're going to finish strong with two championship games, and we're trying, coach, we're trying. It just sometimes I wake up and I
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
question
I'm with
myself.
Brian. I'm with Brian on that, dog. I've been sitting back and I'm watching Jermaine about to leave, right? Due to the disrespect to this level, right? Like, I'm watching teams fold up. I'm watching teams not travel. I'm watching players not be committed to even going to a home game. I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? Teams worried about how they look on Instagram and how fire their uniform is. You know what I'm saying? But
Can't
they
get
don't have no
25 players to the
dedication.
game.
Y'all ain't practicing. You know how many teams ain't practicing right now? I can tell you. I can tell you. I know. You know. I'm close with all my franchises. I'm close with a lot of teams across the region, across the nation. But y'all ain't even practicing. Y'all not even dedicating a day a week to just get better. Y'all just showing up on game day and expecting something. Just because you winning and you showing up on game day don't make you a good team, bro. Like, it's so much shit I can. It's so many things I can go into detail about why I feel like it's not deserving. It's not deserving. Who market master and promote more than me? Who do more promotion and more seeing? We are the fastest growing league in the nation, bro. Like, I push everybody, I showcase everybody. I didn't pay for media to be at games. I done paid for people to come to Florida. I done help people buy their uniforms through Trinity. You know, I created Trinity so people could have some fire ass shit. Like, I've done everything, bro, to give this level like a way of just moving forward to advance, right? But we still doing semi-pro shit. We still doing 37U shit. It's not pro advancement, bro. This is not pro advancement, bro. This not it, bro.
You can't get out of that
Oh,
stigma when people just
it's tiring,
backstep
bro.
into the same bullshit that keeps it.
And I promise you, the day I hang this shit up, y'all gonna miss me, bro. I promise you, y'all gonna
I
miss me. Y'all gonna
guarantee you
miss
a
me.
couple things. They won't have uh, rules. They won't have, accountability. They won't have awards. I guarantee most leagues in the Midwest, other than the MDFL, is the only other league I know of that's doing awards. And the day you hang it up, they lose you. They lose all of the front office. They lose the rundown. They lose all that shit.
So
But anyways,
yeah,
that's gonna
man.
wrap it. That's gonna wrap up the show tonight. Thank you again, Dunk, for filling in for Chris Cousins while he is taking his daughter back home from her graduation party. As always, catch us next week, 7 p.m. on Wednesday, to recap the 3A championship game as well as the semifinals for the 2A. And tune in this week, Saturday, for all those games. We got a doubleheader in Toledo, kickoff at 4 p.m. for the first game, 7 p.m. for the second
And,
game.
and shout out to the PFA for having double headers for the entire playoffs, bro. I don't think that ever been done, man. Stop playing with us, bro.
Right.
We make shit happen, man. My man ain't had no field. I ask him, man. Ask my franchises who they call when they need a solution. Who they call? Who jump into action 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? Who available like me? Nobody, bro. Stop playing. I'm the best commissioner in the nation. It is what it is.
That is correct. Until next time, I am Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development for David Duncan, Commissioner, owner of the PFA. We'll see you next time. Catch us if you can.